So just taking a super quick look at Hallow's Eve, the 2014 film distributed by E1 Entertainment, and long story short, it's bad. I did not like it at all. Very boring, just very basic plot, horrible dialogue, bad acting. The special effects were terrible. Honestly, the only reason I watched this was because Danielle Harris was in this, and that's pretty much it. They get me every time with that. But it's a time killer movie. If you have nothing better to do and you just want to watch something, go for it. But I wouldn't say it's worth owning. There are just tons of plot holes in the film. It's really hard to be nice about this one, even though I know generally I have something good to say about most movies, but there are just so many plot holes. I can't even keep a straight face, I'm sorry. So the story just starts out with, I guess they're just like early mid-teens. They're just a group of kids that are just torturing some girl. They're throwing the innards of pumpkins on her, and you know, even though she probably would have wound up having really nice shiny hair, it's probably not fun being picked on. You know, it definitely really sucks. And she runs off through the cornfields, and this is a part that just really makes me curious. She gets hit by a tractor, and that's just not logical to me because those things move so slow. Yeah, if a tire catches you, I mean, you're pretty much done, but she winds up with just facial scarring, and that's really not shown until later. But you see her as a kid, she's thrown on the ground, there's nothing wrong with her face. To me it just came off as, oh, she died. but skip to 10 years later, and apparently the people who owned the farm are now running somewhat of a haunted house type thing. I believe it was called Bates Farm, and you know, it's just kind of just a very basic mom and pop run type thing. Not bad, but one of the first kills that just really made me burst out laughing was just some girl getting her face rammed into the roof of a vehicle, and all of a sudden her skin is just exposed, and that's ridiculous. I'm having too much fun making fun of this, sorry. So, to a degree, we have two possible suspects as to who the murderer could be. Obviously, it's the girl who was wronged, or it's her older brother. And, you know, the reveal really doesn't come until the end of the film, but by then, who cares? And most characters are just so insignificant. I just didn't even bother to learn their names. I was ready for the movie to end. So it's obviously just a very basic slasher revenge story type deal. The wrongdoers are targeted as they're wandering about the theme park and whatnot, and just gradually drop off. So some guy just comes across a group of witches who are just randomly getting stoned, and of course doing their little incantations and whatnot. All of a sudden he finds himself in bed with one of them, and she turns into some girl that has a crush on him, and he doesn't care about her. So it's just a very random, unnecessary scene, other than just to have an excuse to show off boobs. But it's just very stupid. In all honesty, the special effects really aren't that special. There definitely could have been a lot more work put into them. I think it had the potential to be a better movie. Even with the basic plot, it could have attempted to impress, and it just really didn't. It just knew what it was, and it settled for that. But like I said, it's not a bad film if you're just looking to kill time. If you're a fan of Danielle Harris, then by all means check it out. She's really not in it too much, but hers is the best acting in the film, obviously. But that is pretty much all I have for you guys today. I will talk to you later, and stay safe this Halloween evening.